Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Etheria restart video. So in today's video, guys, I wanted to follow up on the prior video I made not too long ago about getting stuck early. I think people are hitting another plateau. This is based on comments from that video saying that they've gotten past a point and they're stuck again, and it just feels impossible, even though they have all the right heroes, and they just don't know what to do. And quick side note, thank you so much for those comments. Like, the support on this channel for this game has been astronomical, and it really means the world to me. I can't tell you how much it means to me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. It's so motivating knowing that people like the content. So again, thank you. Okay, back to the video. So plateaus. This is normal in this type of game. That's something you really need to know. The game is designed to get you frustrated, so you spend money. And if you're wondering why I'm further than you in the game, if I am further than you, it's because I've spent money. And even if you spent money and you're not as far as me, it's probably because I spent more money. It's not because I'm a better player or I'm smarter than you. It's just because of that. But hopefully, in today's video, I can explain some things that maybe you didn't know, and it gets you over the hump. All right? And one of the reasons why you might get stuck again, and the thing that didn't help before, or the thing that helped before is not helping now, is because the little details at this point will truly matter, okay? Min-maxing, like every bit of speed, attack, crit rate, crit damage, all of that stuff's going to matter. Let me give you an example of this. I want to kind of base this off a comment that I got in that prior video, and it was around these shells, okay? I said the first 4 shells were important even though they would fall off because the stats that they give you will help you get over that hurdle. And that person did this, but then eventually got stuck at Fabian, which is the next kind of important milestone for your account because it drops a even better shell that has more stats, better matrices, better, effect, all of those things. So this is really important to then help build your account again until you get stuck again. So they just didn't know what to do. So I talked about team composition in the prior video, but turn order I did not go into detail. And turn order really matters. So I had talked about, having a team like this, a buffer with Freya, debuffer like Kloss, and then a damage dealer like Shiata or Messiah or Leon, any of those people, but my Messiah is built. And then Chiaki. So in regards to turn order, what's important here is your buffer goes first. Your debuffer can go first, but most of the time the buffers in this game have some kind of turn manipulation as well. So that's why I recommend that. But if you have your debuffer in front of your buffer, it's okay. The added benefit of the buffer going first is they usually put in some kind of damage amplification buff, right? In this case, it's Freya. So Freya gave attack up. Now this is going to be a little wonky because the boss got defense up, but hopefully you get my point. So now the debuffer will also have a little bit of damage amplification because of the attack up. So now you'll add the debuffs here to increase your damage even more for your damage dealer. So if your damage dealer now goes, we'll see what type of damage he does. Really impressive damage, right? Really impressive damage. That's great. What happens, though, if you don't have your turn order like that? Let's say instead of having Messiah or your damage dealer go after your debuffer, in this case Kloss, but in front of Kloss, what ends up happening? So we're going to have Lily buff Messiah. He'll still get the buff from Freya, right? But now he doesn't have the debuff from Kloss. Let's see how much damage he does. Still okay damage, but man, the damage bar was like right here last time. You see how much that makes a difference? So team composition's key, having the right characters, but also the turn order to make sure you're min-maxing your damage. Because as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, every bit of attack stat matters. Every bit of crit rate, crit damage, HP, defense, speed, it all matters at this point, all right? So how do you get your team composition or your turn order like that, right? When it comes to the shells, most people know this, but unique shells, for example. Let's go find a unique shell. So unique shells like Agent Lizard or White Gale, they can go up to level 30, which gives your possible stats of 20. Now, if you don't see the 20 on your shell, it's because it's not fully awakened. Like this shell is not fully awakened. You can see where it says unawakened here. This one is also unawakened. How you do that is you take the shell to level 30 and then you add 3 more copies of it here. It doesn't go up any more levels, but it will get a little bit more stats, which is why you see Budo Panda only having 18 speed. And White Gale also has, but White Gale there has 20 speed. Okay? So there's 2 points of speed difference. That matters. I'm telling you, it's all about the little details. But the other thing that also matters on this is the second passive. The second passive has the ability to roll speed. That's more speed that you can get to put your buffer or your debuffer ahead of your damage dealer. It also allows you to put, a turn meter pushback hero, even like let's say like Marvel, right? Marvel is a really great hero. If he has enough speed from, let's say like the Budo Panda, where he gets 18 speed and then 9 speed here, that's 27 more speed on your Marvel that you didn't have before. So maybe the enemy team was going before you, and you just couldn't get out in front. You can use Marvel now with that 27 more speed and push everyone back. And then your buffer goes, and then your debuffer goes, and then your damage dealer goes, and then you win, right? So the second passive is another thing you need to look out for. The first passive also has attack percentage. Could you imagine getting 15% more attack percentage on your damage dealer? Or maybe even 15% more HP on your healer for more heals that might end up getting you over that hump. That is a key piece. It truly is. When you get up to the epic shells, the epic shells can go up to level 40. You're going to require more of them to empower them, right? You're going to need tons of them. That's what I'm doing. I'm farming tons of shells because I need the stats. I need the 30 stats. But on your epic shells, your passives also have higher rolls. So I can get 13 speed on this epic shell instead of 10 max speed on the unique shell. Huge difference. The epic shells also add a third passive that the unique shells didn't have the ability of getting. And some of these are just really unique and can make crazy amounts of difference. They have different like damage boost based on the element of your character. Like light or dark have just increased base damage. If your damage dealer is just missing a little bit more damage, maybe the third passive, rolling in this area, is key. Now, in order to do that, you have to reconfigure these passives. I had talked about this in one of my videos a long time ago, talking about how these chips I thought were probably one of the more valuable resources in the game behind the lattices. And I do think that's true. You'll run out of these pretty quickly. But you can re-roll these passives to try and get higher rolls. They can low roll as low as like 6 in regards to like HP percentage all the way up to 20%. So right now I have like a lower roll on this. If I wanted to try and roll higher, I could by reconfiguring it. So those little details matter. The next thing that I would recommend that people are doing is increasing the star level of your characters. It is important. It's the most important, though, on your damage dealers. Your damage dealers are the only ones that really need to be 6-star at this point because the attack stat is so important to them. Your healers and your support characters, the speed and the HP, you can kind of get enough bulk just from the modules and the shells themselves. They're not going to be the ones who are dying. Your attack or damage dealers are going to be the ones that are dying, so they get the added benefit from the additional HP and defense as well as the attack stat. So don't like waste your resources on leveling up your support heroes to level 6 yet. The only people that are doing that are people like in Arena that need the additional speed on their characters. So that's the other thing. Now, when it comes to resources that are available to you in the game, if you are running out of stamina and you don't have enough of, these imprints to level up prowess or skill up your characters or even level them up, good news. The game is releasing, at least they did this in week 2 of the final beta, a really great event, which is double drops for these 3 areas, which is investigation, which is to level up your characters, because even levels, 10 to 20 are going to matter for the min-maxing. But they also have GP Outpost, which is where you get your prowess materials. That's going to give you those base stats that I talked about in the initial video. All of these prowess bumps really, truly matter. And if you don't have them on your character, you probably should do it, and it might allow you to pass the stage that you're stuck on. But this event should be coming week 2. A lot of people have told people to save their mental stabilizers, these, because you are going to want to burn all of them on those events. Now, I think a bit of the trap is these threshold dungeons. Modules are important, but you're eventually going to need to have enough characters to slot in and out, because you're not going to be able to brute force things. You're going to need probably around 15 characters, somewhere in the 4, 5, and 6-star range to continue progressing. So it's not all about modules and it's not all about shells. You also do have to upgrade your character's level, and of course the prowess too. But that event is coming. The other thing is you should take advantage of the fact in knowing that Ling Luo will eventually be yours after day 7. And anything that is water or fire, she is going to make a world of difference for you. There's a lot of things in this game that put on a lot of debuffs. Stuns, freezes, speed down. She cleanses them. She's an amazing healer. She's great. Anything outside of a, like Terramaton or a wood or like a green shell boss, she's going to make a world of difference for you guys. So in 2 more days at the making of this video, just hold tight, because she's going to be very, very strong for you. Last thing I want to mention before I get out of here is this exchange shop. Okay, you want to take advantage of these, and I know from an efficiency standpoint that lattices are rare. Evolution lattices, perfect lattices, any way you can get them are going to be important. But I'll tell you right now, if you're only upgrading one character, you're going to get stuck. You're going to need characters to be higher levels. So if you want, you can do the inefficient thing. You can do the inefficient thing and get investigation records to level up your characters. You can get these shadow prints to increase your character's level from 4 to 5. It's going to be a huge stat boost for you. It's okay. If you miss out on these evolution lattices or these perfect lattices early on, it's okay. Once you get to the mid and end and late game, you're never going to spend any currency on these things, and you'll have all the currency in the world to spend on your perfect lattices, okay? So it's okay to do that. Summon shop, I'm buying this out because I'm a whale. Ignore that. In the arena shops, you get a really great bang for your buck when it comes to Etheria coin and training data to level up your shells and to level up your modules. I know the perfect lattice and the evolution lattice are tempting, and I'm not saying that they're not the best thing in here to get, but if you need just a little bit more coin to get your module up to level 15 and you think that's going to get you to the next stage, do it. Don't sit here and be like, oh, I need 7,500 points so I can get that perfect lattice so I can use it later and be max efficient. It's okay. Spend it on the Etheria coin. When it comes to the Summon Arena, the Etheria coin and training data ain't worth it in here. I would think the Shadow Prince, which is you can get up. It's amazing. You can get up to 10 of those. That's 2 characters from level 4 to 5, which is 5 base speed added to your character. I don't know if people knew that. From 4 to 5 star, you get 5 base speed. That also might make the difference for your buffer or debuffer to go in front of your damage dealer. Don't be afraid to use it on that either. Okay, guys? That's basically all I have for you. I hope that went into a little more detail or a little more insight into what you might possibly do. Try those things. If you're still getting stuck, leave a comment below. I'll try and help you. I can't respond to like every single comment. I'm trying to, but if you guys need help, I'll try my best to help you. I hope this helped. And again, thank you so much for all the support. It's been awesome. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.